Hey guys, my name is Jacqueline Cassell. You may know me here on YouTube as Jackie Cass1. I've been posting drum covers here on YouTube since I was 14 years old, and the one thing that was missing when I got started was an easy to understand how-to video on how to record and post drum covers. So in this 4-part series, I'm going to be showing you my kit setup, my mic setup, how I record the audio, film the video, how I put everything together and post it on the internet. Now that you have everything set up, you have your kit, maybe you have some microphones, maybe you have an interface, and now everything's connected to GarageBand. You've recorded your first drum video clip, which is so awesome. I'm so proud of you. Good job. And now the last thing to do is to film and then edit these clips together so you can have a polished, beautiful, great sounding drum cover. I also want to mention that this is a quick overview on how to edit your audio and your video clips together in Final Cut Pro. This won't show the in-depth view of how I edit multiple angles together, and maybe that'll be a video down the road. But for today's video, I just wanted to give you a quick and concise look on how you can get started today and start editing some basic drum cover clips. So here's my camera over here. This is a Sony a7 III. I use this for work, so don't be intimidated by this, please. Sony a7 III, you've got some extra handles on here. I got a monitor so I can see myself. This is attached to the mic that I'm wearing to record this audio. Tamron lens, it's a 28-75, absolute favorite lens. It's on a slider, and the slider's fantastic because it actually adds movement to what I'm filming without somebody handheld filming it, which is fantastic because usually when I'm in here, it's just me. This is by GVM. You can find it online, but it's not necessary. If you're just looking to record drum videos, all you need is a camera and a tripod stand. And again, don't let this camera intimidate you because you don't need a camera like this. I've used all of the cameras in the past. I've used those flip cams. I've used a camera that I bought in the back alley of Chinatown. Not my best filming, to be honest with you, with that camera. I've used GoPros. The last camera I used before I got this one was a Canon Rebel T2i, and that one was great as well. Honestly, word of the wise, just get something that records at least 1080p because anything else, Instagram will compress. YouTube can handle 4K now, which is great, but honestly, the majority of people that watch things in 4K, it's very low, to be honest with you. That's just my general opinion, so don't stress about cameras, just get yourself a decent camera. Amazon's got a bunch of cheap ones. Don't stress about the cameras, but get a camera so you can record a drum cover. All right, now let's talk about another element that's really important when you're recording drum videos: lighting. Everybody wants to see your beautiful face, trust me, even if you don't think so. So get some lighting. Right now, I'm using a ring light here, which is great. It diffuses the light properly. It's not a very hard direct light, hence the ring. So besides the LED light inside my kick drum, I have a few other lights around my kit that help spice up the ambiance. I have 2 Venue Pro line lights, which are only about $100 each at Guitar Center, on either side of my drum set shining up into my toms. And their colors are actually interchangeable, so if I didn't want pink today or purple, I could change them to blue or red or any other color of the rainbow. I also have a color strip mini behind my drum set, which projects a light up onto my backdrop. Just adds a little cool lighting behind the kit. But anyways, make sure you have some ample lighting. Doesn't have to be anything crazy, doesn't have to be a ring light. Just make it bright and inviting so everybody can see your beautiful face while you're playing those drums. All right, so here we are in Final Cut Pro. I use Final Cut Pro for all my video editing, and like I said earlier, you can totally use iMovie. They're very similar programs. Final Cut Pro is a little bit more advanced, but iMovie will do just fine, and a lot of these commands that are in Final Cut Pro that I'm about to show you are the same in iMovie, so it should translate pretty well. So, first things first, let's import our media. Find those files on your desktop and import them, and then what we're going to do is drag this video clip down here on what is called the timeline. We're going to do the same with the audio clip as well. We're going to throw that audio clip right underneath, and what you're going to want to do is on your trackpad, pinch in or pinch out to make the timeline bigger or smaller. And we're going to line this up with the part of the clip that we want. So I know that it's at the end of the video, so to crop, you can do it 2 ways. You can click and drag, which I prefer, or if it's a fine tune, you can click and hit Command B and then hit delete. There's a couple options there. So what we're going to want to do here is line this audio file up, and as you can see, there's waveforms there here to help you. There are ways that you can sync clips within these programs. I know I do videography for a living, but I honestly have no clue how to do it, and I prefer doing it the manual way, to be honest with you, because you can pinch in and zoom in like this and literally line up these waveforms directly. All right, it's pretty easy to do once you get the hang of it. Let's see how this clip sounds. It seems like it's lined up pretty well. Let's zoom in to double check and see. Fine tune. This looks like this could move maybe over. Oop. Let's see, we've run out of room on the timeline. Sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good. This is the volume bar, by the way. If you click on that and drag it down, you can take that audio out of that main clip. Let's listen to it. Sounds pretty good to me. All right. All right, that's where we want the clip to end, so I'm gonna click and drag to crop, trim, whatever you wanna call it. All right, so there we have it. You literally have a clip now, super easy to do. I know a lot of this seems really daunting, but I promise you it's much easier than it looks. Let's add a title to the beginning. Let's go up to titles here. Let's just click basic title, drag it down. We only want this to be in the first maybe couple seconds of the video, if that, so let's drag it down to about 3 seconds. Double click that title and options will come up on the right hand side here where you can edit it. So let's call it Dua Lipa, Break My Heart. And let's change the font to something else. Adjust the size. There you go, looks good. I spelled Dua Lipa wrong. All right, so there we have it. I'm gonna Command A, go up to File, Share. There's a few options here. Master file is gonna be your biggest sizable file, and most likely you don't want that. I mean, maybe you do, but you don't need that. For me, this was shot in 4K, so I'm gonna go to Apple devices and hit 4K. Apple devices, the reason why it says that is just because the type of compression. So the video codec here is .264, which is it's just the compression. Don't need to go into that, but it's gonna be 89 megabytes. I'm gonna name it and I'm gonna export it, find the destination, hit save. And I already had this from last week, so you won't have to hit replace, but hit save and it will export up here in this top corner if you're in Final Cut Pro, and you have a drum clip and you're ready to post it on YouTube, Instagram, wherever you wish. All right guys, so that's it. I've shown you my kit, I've shown you my microphones, I've shown you my operating systems, how I record, how I film, and how I throw all of it together to export into one beautiful drum clip. So now you're ready to start. You have all the tools that you need, and I hope this video has been so helpful and informative to you to get started today. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. If you're watching this on Instagram, make sure you follow, like, and comment and all that fun stuff. I appreciate you guys watching. You're the reason why I'm making this video right now, and that's just the truth of it. If I hadn't gotten a start on YouTube, I wouldn't be making this video on how to teach other YouTubers how to do exactly what I've done. Hope you guys have so much fun creating all the drum videos. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you soon. Woo!